top 3 best minerals to heal joint pain naturally, backed by science. If you've been struggling with joint pain, whether it's that nagging stiffness in the morning, aching knees after a walk, or flare-ups that just won't quit, you're not alone. And here's the good news. Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself when you give it the right support. Today, we're diving into something that doesn't get nearly enough attention: minerals. Not fancy medications, not quick fixes, just simple, natural minerals your body is begging for. And I'm going to walk you through the top 3 best minerals that can help reduce inflammation, ease pain, and support long-term joint healing from the inside out. These aren't just suggestions. They're real, research-backed tools that could change how your joints feel every single day. So grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's talk about what your body really needs to start feeling better, stronger, and more free. Number 1. Magnesium. All right, let's talk about one of the most underrated heroes when it comes to joint pain relief: magnesium. If you're waking up with stiff knees, aching hips, or that all-too-familiar crunch in your shoulders, there's a good chance your body is crying out for more of this incredible mineral. Now, here's the thing. Most people don't even realize they're low in magnesium. But let me tell you, if you're dealing with arthritis, joint stiffness, or even just general discomfort after movement, magnesium could make a huge difference in how you feel every single day. Why is that? Well, magnesium is involved in over 300 enzyme reactions in your body. It helps regulate muscle contractions, nerve signals, and here's the big one: it plays a direct role in reducing inflammation. And you already know, inflammation is the root of so much joint pain. When your joints are inflamed, even the simplest movements, like tying your shoes or walking upstairs, can feel like a struggle. But when your magnesium levels are up, your body can handle inflammation more effectively. It's like giving your joints a little peace treaty. And get this, magnesium also supports healthy cartilage. You know, that cushiony stuff that protects your bones from grinding together. When cartilage starts to wear down, especially in conditions like osteoarthritis, the pain can get intense. But magnesium helps regulate calcium deposits in the body, preventing excess calcium from building up where it shouldn't, like in your joints. So basically, magnesium keeps your joints moving smoothly, reduces the inflammation that causes pain, and protects your cartilage from wearing away too fast. Pretty powerful for such a humble mineral, right? Let's break this down even more. You ever notice your muscles cramp up at night? Or maybe your legs feel restless when you try to sleep? That's often tied to low magnesium. But here's where it connects to joint pain. Tight, cramping muscles can pull on your joints and make things worse. When your muscles can't relax properly, your joints end up absorbing the stress. Magnesium steps in and tells your muscles to chill out, literally. It relaxes the muscle fibers, eases tension, and helps your whole body function more harmoniously. And here's something motivational for you. Your body wants to heal. It's constantly working in your favor. Giving it enough magnesium is like handing it the tools it needs to repair, restore, and rejuvenate your joints. You're not stuck with this pain. You can take steps, real, meaningful steps, toward relief. And it doesn't have to involve a mountain of pills or invasive procedures. Sometimes it starts with something as simple and natural as the right mineral. So, how do you get more magnesium? Great question. It's found in a lot of delicious whole foods. Think dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, nuts and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds, avocados, black beans, and even dark chocolate. Yes, you heard me. Dark chocolate. Treat yourself and heal your joints at the same time? That's a win-win. And if your levels are really low, your doctor might recommend a magnesium supplement. Just make sure you talk to a professional before starting anything new, especially if you're on medication, because magnesium can interact with certain prescriptions. But in general, it's a gentle, safe, and natural way to support your joint health. Now, let me share something that might shift your mindset a bit. Joint pain isn't just about aging or bad luck. It's often about deficiencies. And deficiencies are fixable. They're not permanent. When you nourish your body with what it truly needs, you start to see real change. You don't have to accept the pain as your new normal. You can fight back with food, with movement, with rest, and yes, with magnesium. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing your joints feel just a little looser. The stiffness, a little lighter. The pain, not screaming at you anymore. That's the kind of progress magnesium can support. It won't happen overnight, but it's a foundational piece of the healing puzzle. So, if you're on a journey to relieve joint pain naturally, magnesium deserves a top spot on your list. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it's powerful, it's effective, and it's something your body is likely already begging for. Remember, healing takes time, but it also takes intention. Choosing foods rich in magnesium, staying hydrated, moving your body gently, and giving yourself grace through the process, that's what creates real transformation. You've got this. And magnesium? It's got your back, and your knees, and your shoulders, and every joint in between. Number 2, zinc. Let's talk about another powerhouse when it comes to relieving joint pain, zinc. You might not hear about it as often as calcium or magnesium, but zinc is absolutely essential when it comes to joint health. Especially if you're dealing with arthritis or chronic inflammation. It might be a trace mineral, meaning you only need a small amount, but don't let that fool you. Its impact is huge. Now, you might be wondering, zinc? Isn't that just for immune support? And yes, it's fantastic for boosting immunity. But the truth is, zinc does a lot more than just help you fight off colds. It plays a major role in tissue repair, inflammation control, and even in producing collagen, which is basically the building block of your cartilage, ligaments, and the soft, cushiony material in your joints that keeps everything moving smoothly. Let's break this down. When your joints are inflamed, like in rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis, your body is in a constant state of damage and repair. Think of it like a construction site where the damage just keeps coming, and your body has to scramble to patch things up. Zinc is one of the key nutrients your body uses to repair tissues and build new, healthy cells. Without enough zinc, your repair crew is understaffed. That means healing slows down, inflammation lingers, and pain sticks around longer than it should. Zinc also helps regulate your immune response. And this is so important, especially in autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. In those cases, your immune system is kind of in overdrive. It's attacking your own joints by mistake. Zinc helps modulate that response. It doesn't shut your immune system down. Instead, it helps balance it so it works smarter, not harder. That means less unnecessary inflammation and fewer flare-ups. And let's talk about oxidative stress for a moment. I know, it sounds scientific, but stick with me. Oxidative stress happens when you've got too many free radicals running wild in your body and not enough antioxidants to neutralize them. These free radicals cause damage to your cells, including the ones in your joints. Zinc acts as an antioxidant and helps protect your joints from that kind of internal damage. Less damage means less pain, less stiffness, and more mobility. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Zinc helps stimulate the production of collagen. You know, that springy, flexible protein that cushions your joints, supports your cartilage, and keeps everything moving without grinding? Yep, that's collagen. Without enough zinc, your body can't produce it properly. But with enough zinc in your system, your body has the raw materials it needs to keep your cartilage strong and resilient. I know a lot of people think of joint pain as something you just have to live with, but that's not true. Your body wants to heal. It just needs the right ingredients. And zinc? It's one of the most important ones on the list. Now, let's talk about how to actually get more zinc in your life. Zinc is found in some delicious and easy-to-access foods. If you eat meat, you're in luck. Beef, lamb, and chicken are all rich in zinc. Shellfish, especially oysters, are one of the most concentrated sources of zinc you can find. But don't worry if you're plant-based. Pumpkin seeds, chickpeas, cashews, quinoa, and lentils all contain zinc too. Just keep in mind that plant-based sources of zinc aren't absorbed quite as efficiently, so you may need a bit more to meet your needs. Some people, especially those with gut issues or people over the age of 50, may have trouble absorbing zinc from food. If that sounds like you, or if you're not sure you're getting enough, talk to your doctor or nutritionist. A simple blood test can check your zinc levels, and a gentle supplement can help you get back on track if you're low. One more tip: if you're going to take a zinc supplement, don't go overboard. A little goes a long way. Too much zinc can interfere with copper levels and even upset your stomach, so balance is key. But here's the really exciting part. When you start getting enough zinc, whether through food or supplements, you may start to feel changes in your joints within just a few weeks. People often report less stiffness, improved range of motion, and even reduced swelling. It's like giving your joints the missing puzzle piece they've been waiting for. Remember, healing isn't about finding some magical cure. It's about stacking small wins, things like eating better, moving more gently, getting restful sleep, and yes, making sure you're getting minerals like zinc that support your body's natural ability to heal. So if you're dealing with joint pain and looking for natural ways to feel better, don't overlook zinc. It may be small, but its impact is mighty. This tiny mineral helps calm inflammation, supports cartilage health, boosts collagen production, and strengthens your immune response, all of which can lead to less pain and more movement in your everyday life. You're not powerless against joint pain. You have options, you have tools, and zinc, it's one of the best ones in your natural healing toolbox. Number 3, boron. Okay, let's wrap this up with a mineral that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful when it comes to joint health. Boron. Yep, boron. It might not get as much attention as calcium, magnesium, or zinc, but don't underestimate it. This trace mineral is like the quiet backstage crew at a concert. You don't see it, but without it, the whole show falls apart. So, why should you care about boron if you're struggling with joint pain? Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Boron helps your body hold on to other key minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Think of it as the body's mineral manager. It doesn't just hang around doing nothing. It keeps all the important players on the field working efficiently. And when those minerals are properly balanced and absorbed, your bones and joints become stronger, more flexible, and way less prone to pain and inflammation. But boron's benefits go even deeper, literally. One of the most fascinating things about boron is its impact on inflammation, which, as you know, is the root cause of most joint pain. Whether it's arthritis, stiffness, or that dull ache in your knees after walking, it often comes down to chronic, low-grade inflammation. Studies have shown that boron can significantly reduce levels of inflammatory markers in the body, things like C-reactive protein and tumor necrosis factor alpha. When those go down, joint pain tends to ease up. That's a game changer. And here's something even more exciting. Boron has been linked to better joint flexibility. That's right. People who get enough boron in their diets often report easier movement, less stiffness, and more comfort doing everyday things like getting out of bed, going for a walk, or climbing stairs. That may sound simple, But if you're dealing with joint issues, you know those little things are everything. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Boron also plays a role in bone metabolism. And if your bones are weak or brittle, your joints have to work overtime to compensate. That extra strain leads to faster wear and tear, which leads to, you guessed it, more pain. Boron helps your body build stronger bones by supporting the metabolism of calcium and vitamin D. Without boron, your body may not be able to fully use the calcium you're getting from food or supplements. So even if you're doing all the right things, eating well, taking calcium, your joints might still suffer if boron is missing from the equation. Here's a really cool fact. Populations with higher levels of boron in their diets tend to have lower rates of arthritis. For example, in some areas where people naturally get more boron from the soil and their food, arthritis rates are shockingly low, sometimes less than 10%. Compare that to areas with boron-poor diets, where arthritis affects up to 70% of the population. That's not just coincidence. That's boron doing its job. Now let's get practical. How do you get more boron into your daily routine? Luckily, it's found in some pretty delicious foods. Dried fruits like prunes, raisins, and apricots are rich in boron. Nuts, especially almonds and walnuts, are fantastic sources too. You'll also find boron in avocados, apples, pears, grapes, and even in coffee and wine. Yes, really. And let's not forget veggies like broccoli, carrots, and potatoes. These foods are not only good for your joints, they're also great for your overall health. The key is to eat a diverse, plant-rich diet that includes plenty of fruits, nuts, and vegetables. That way, you're not just getting boron, you're also getting fiber, antioxidants, and all kinds of other nutrients that support your body's natural healing process. But what if you're not getting enough from food alone? In that case, a boron supplement might be helpful, but always check with your healthcare provider first. The good news is that boron supplements are generally considered safe at low doses. You don't need a lot. Even just 3 to 6 milligrams per day can make a difference. Taking more than that doesn't necessarily mean better results, so don't overdo it. Balance is everything. One of the most inspiring things about boron is how quickly people notice improvements when they start paying attention to it. Some report better joint mobility in just a few weeks. For others, it may take a bit longer. But the important thing is this: the body responds. It listens. When you nourish it with the right minerals and give it the support it needs, it starts to heal. Let me just pause and say, you are not broken. Your body isn't failing you. It's simply asking for help. Boron is one of those quiet helpers that can make a real, lasting difference. It might not be flashy. It might not be the first thing you think of when you feel that twinge in your knees or that ache in your back. But once you know what it can do, it becomes one of your go-to allies in your healing journey. So if you've been feeling stuck or frustrated with your joint pain, don't give up. The path to relief is made of small steps, smart choices, and a little bit of patience. And boron? It's one of those smart choices that can move you closer to the freedom and flexibility you deserve. You're not alone in this, and your healing is absolutely possible. Every healthy bite you take, every mineral you restore, every step you make toward balance, it all adds up. And with boron by your side, those steps can feel a whole lot lighter. Summary. So let's take a moment to recap what we've uncovered today. We explored 3 incredible minerals, magnesium, zinc, and boron, that each play a powerful role in supporting joint health and reducing pain. Magnesium helps your muscles relax, lowers inflammation, and supports healthy nerve function. Zinc boosts your immune system, repairs damaged tissue, and fuels collagen production. And boron? Well, that quiet superhero helps your body hold on to vital minerals, strengthens your bones, and calms the fire of inflammation from the inside out. The beautiful thing about these minerals is that they're natural, gentle, and incredibly effective when you give your body the time and nourishment it needs to heal. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to take small, consistent steps in the right direction. And these minerals? They're a fantastic place to start. Remember, joint pain doesn't define you. You are capable of healing, of feeling stronger, and of moving through life with more comfort and ease. Your body is always working for you, not against you. And when you support it with the right nutrients, it can do amazing things. If this video helped you or gave you something to think about, I'd love for you to hit that like button and share it with someone who might need a little hope and healing too. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, because we've got more natural wellness tips and healing strategies coming your way. Until next time, keep nourishing your body, stay kind to yourself, and remember, healing is possible, and it starts with you. You've got this.